My heart is really heavy. Like, although I'm very excited about how our kids played and, the big win that we had today, like, the news we just got about losing Kobe, and it's just really, really, really hard. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the Bryant family, my former coach, Jelly, Vanessa, Mrs. Bryant. I urge our kids to live and to play without any regrets. We have the privilege to do something that we love, and it should never be taken for granted. Like Kobe was an amazing example of that, never taking his privilege and his opportunity for granted. So everybody listening, follow that example, because we never know what tomorrow is going to bring and whether we're going to continue to be able to have this great privilege. I'm glad that our kids played today the way that they did on this day. And I hope that they remember on this day that they were their best selves, and they continue to be that, because a man lost his life today that was an example of that every day, every minute that he was able to breathe and his being was able to play the game that we love.
Tina, you grew up in LA. You played for the Sparks same time that Kobe was in LA. What was that news like just after this game? I know the emotions were high after a win, but what was that like, just kind of hitting you right after this?
It's heartbreaking, simply because Kobe was a student of this game in so many ways. His ears, his eyes, his thought was just to the complete game. He never took for granted his opportunity, but also where he could learn from and where basketball in general could create just a newness for him. He respected the women's game in a way that few male players do. He had all daughters, and he poured the game into them, specifically Gigi, the way that he played it and his mentality. The homage that he showed to us, to the women's game, he set a precedent. So we lost someone really, really, really special, and it's gonna take a little while to just, I don't know.
Carol, 18 points for you, and just this is one of y'all's better team efforts of the season. What was that like, just kind of going out there and getting that performance today for this team?
It felt really good because obviously I feel like I haven't been playing the best that I could, so this was a good game for me personally, because when you have people around you telling you, like, you can score, you can do this, you can do that, but it takes you to go out and do it. In this game, I just felt it, and I had in my head, they can't guard me, and I poured that onto the floor.
Kylee, you had one of your better all-around games, 10 assists and 11 rebounds. Kind of talk about, in your first start, what was it like hearing your name out there today? So first talk about the start, and then talk about what you were seeing out on the court.
Starting the game, I was excited, so I just wanted to play with a lot of energy, especially on the defense end. Even before the game, we had like a team goal to get more offensive rebounds, and so I just try to rebound as much as I can and be really energetic on the defensive side.
Carol, I know this is a very emotional time because of the news that you've just had, but I want you to go back to 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. You guys just won by 30 on your home court. Like, how good did that feel today?
It felt great, especially after playing like all these games that we know like we should have won, coming out and putting on for our home crowd and showing them like this is us, like this is how we play. It felt really good.
Yeah, Tina, if you're able, just what was that like, just walking off the court after the performance you just saw? You've talked about all season that these girls need to put 4 quarters together, and they definitely did that today against, an ACC team that's down, but that's well coached.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's our goal going into every single game to play a complete game. And I can't say enough about how our first year kids played today. They played with a lot of confidence, but also aggression. And it's what we expect of them. I mean, they're in an abnormal circumstance in regards to the fact that they've been thrown to the fire immediately, and we expect so much of them right away. I think that we're kind of getting to that point. I mean, although we put a complete game today, we were kind of building up to this point. Even though our last couple games resulted in losses, like how we played overall for 3 quarters, for 3 quarters and a half, we were playing really, really good basketball. Tonight, we were able to put a whole complete game together, and it is an example of how we can be from this moment on. When you have such a large group of young players, sometimes it's not enough to be able to just tell them what is possible, but they have to be able to see it sometimes. And every time they've been able to see an example of the things that we talk about, they believe it and they get better at it. So tonight was really good for us. I'm proud of my team in spite of.